Hello, everybody. This is Provinsa, myself, Provinsa, and this is day 17 of me trying to journal my day to day activities. So, here we meet again. The journey which we took, the journey which I took, it's not been long. It's just 17th day of that journey, and let's hope this journey will last as much as it can go, or may transform into something new. You never know. So let's get started with my day-to-day journaling activities, in which I'm gonna share my what I did today, what are the things that made me happy, what is the best memory of today, and what is the worst one, and how I feel throughout the day. This is gonna be a format of journal which I may gonna sustain for next journal. Before starting the journal, I'll introduce myself, then say what I did today, the activities which I did today. After that, the most important and one of the coolest, one of the happy moment of my day, and the lowest moment of the day, and the lesson which I learned throughout the day. That will be the goal, and that's the goal. Okay, let's get started. So, today was a unique day. Unique in the sense, today we had an incident. There was an earthquake at 5 at 6:58 or 59, and I wake up at 7:03. After I wake up, I got a call from my mom and sister. They told me that there was a earthquake which happened last minute. Did you recognize that? They asked me that, and I said, "Sorry, I was just sleeping." I was sleeping so soundly that I didn't even realize the earth was shaking. I heard people's voice outside of this room, outside of this room. There were some people who were chattering around outside, and I thought maybe some kind of incident might have happened in the locality. That's why they are gathering over there. Maybe some kind of meeting or anything like that. But it was earthquake, which I didn't know because I was sleeping. And after that, I had a class at 8:30. So I need to prepared my food, and went to college. On the journey, on the way, I met a friend of mine. I met the guy who is staying next to me, Mr. Vinod. And he asked me, "What's the plan? What's the plan for the food?" I told him that he didn't need to cook food for me because have already eaten, and the classes will last for the long duration of time. That's why don't need to cook for me and just cook for himself. After telling that, I went to the class. Today, early in the morning, like 8:30 in the morning, we had a class of mathematics, and it was good class. Class was not that boring, but sometimes I felt that it was boring. And again, the class was over, and again the class was over, and we had lab, a lab which barely took 10 to 15 minutes to complete. We did that. After doing the lab, I had a class. I along with some of my friends, we had a class. We are taking some extra class for in order to learn AI. We are taking extra class in order to learn AI, and for that class, For that class, we had to go to another and the class starts. Today's session was one of the most interactive sessions which I ever took, like from the last 10 to 15 days, I guess, from the last 2 weeks. The lectures which we were taking, which we were getting, they were a little bit boring, and most of the peoples were just the student, just like you and me, and they were from just a senior batch. That's why they didn't have that teaching experience. But today we got the mentors who were good at teaching, and their like their teaching experience was next level. And we had a teacher, HOD of our department, Mr. Pukar sir, and the way he taught us was fabulous. Like I already had taken a class from him, and that class was one of the best class which I ever took. Like one of the way he teaches, the way he explain things are so clear that makes you feel that you understood all things. And after those classes, in between we had a break of 15 to 20 minutes. In that break, we went to the college canteen and have some food. I took, me personally, I ate samosa and a tea, a cup of tea. After that, okay, there were some events which were consequently happening at the college. Like we had a basketball game happening over there, a volleyball game happening next to the basketball game, and lots of game were happening. Lots of events were taking place, and a chess which was taking place next to, it's not next, it was just taking place to somewhere in another building. So consecutively, the events were taking place. Events were happening throughout the college. What might be reason? The reason is simple, because we have a cup, Subiu cup, which is happening, which is taking place right now, and each and every person, most of the peoples are participating in that cup. I am feeling sleepy, so the classes were going next to that field in the classroom, and it was good. Everything was well maintained, and the class was interactive and fun. That made it a good class. The level of education, the level of information which we were getting was insanely high. But somehow, somewhere managed to do that. Then the next thing is the next thing which I'm gonna share. So that's how my day went. Throughout the day, these are the things which I did. After I came back to my room, I watched mobile, I scrolled through Instagrams, and at night cooked food and ate it. And that's how my day ends over here. So just before I told you that I'm gonna share that what may be the best experience of the day. Let me think. The best experience of the day might be having dinner, having lunch with the college group guys, having lunch with those guys. That was one of the happy moment which I felt, and another having lunch, having dinner over my room with the flatmate. There was good. There was a moment which I think was good. And what might be the lesson which I learned? The lesson that I learned is sometimes in life, sometimes in life, what you want is not achieved until you sacrifice something. And today is the day where I failed to do that. So, saying that, that's my day, that's my time, and I'm going off. So, bye bye, peace.